Podcast.
It's the Hoe Rogan Podcast.
Kristen and Alli by day, Hoe Rogan by night.
Hey Ho.
Hey Ho.
Hey Tan Ho.
I'm such a fake. I'm so
It's
fake.
such a good fake tan though.
Is it?
Normally fake tans used to be like orange. I'm gonna have to try that. I bet that my skin's too pale. On me, everything looks orange.
I bet the camera is making it look orange. So people are like, Allie's delusional.
I'm
It's
looking,
so
it looks
orange.
good actually, I think.
Okay, good.
I look very white though. We need to not have a split screen.
Well, what's
This
funny is
doesn't
that you've been to places like Ibiza recently. You should have a tan.
Right, exactly. But I am very pale.
Do you tan?
Oof, it's going in up close. I get freckles more, but I tan a little bit. I'll burn and then get like super pale.
Yeah.
After that, like just weird splotchy. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember my
It's not
sister.
good.
My sister said to me because she always tanned really dark because I'm like part Sicilian but mostly Irish, but she got the Sicilian coloring, and I was like 14 or something, and I was so pale, and she picked on me a lot as a kid. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I was going to Florida, and she said, "Tan your mayonnaise." And I just remember saying, "Tan your mayonnaise," and I came back, and I was so sunburnt.
Oh.
And I'm like 13 or something. I'm like, now I'm ketchup. So I'm always
Oh
like,
my God, you always had the pun thing going.
Yeah, always.
It was
Always.
a lifelong thing for you.
it doesn't go away.
It's so funny because I think mayonnaise, like, because my parents used to make me put on like mayonnaise style sunscreen. So whenever I hear like tan mayonnaise, that's just what it sounds like to me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's get to the hoedown today. We got a lot to talk about. I want to talk about Alec Baldwin's car crash.
He's a car crash.
He's a walking car crash. Him and his whole family. MTV is dying. They're about to go the way of the dodo. Do people still say that? I don't think
My dad does.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm doing the dad jokes for you. Katie Porter for California governor has been a disaster so far from what I've seen. But
We're talking about her hair or her campaign?
All of it.
Okay.
Hair. I mean, we're gonna body shame again.
We
Look
are.
shame. It's
When
part of our
she-
brand.
She forces the shaming. It's not my fault she looks the way she does.
She's also
like,
an
you
asshole,
can't
so I don't
not-
feel bad about it.
Right, exactly.
Wait, let's be AOC and be like, she's spiritually ugly. She's actually fine.
We have nothing against ugly people, but
We don't even know what she actually looks like, but we know
Right.
she's spiritually
Katie Porter is spiritually
hideous.
ugly.
There's a peace deal in Israel and Palestine. I don't know how long that'll last for, but so far, I mean, they made it happen. Trump made it happen, although people do not want to give credit for that. There's a crime wave in Europe that seems to match immigration trends, but people don't necessarily want to say that. And Mandami, if we get to it. I always say it wrong. Mandami.
Mom Donnie.
Mom Donnie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I am dyslexic, but for a long time, I've been fine. But that one is killing me.
Well, it's killed me every time, and the only way I'm remembering it is not that he's my mom, but I'm like, Mom.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
he's
just
gonna
trying
be
to
all of
remember
our
mom.
moms. That's
Yes,
what he's
he
trying
is.
to be. He's gonna be our new religion, our communist leader,
Yeah, he is.
our dear leader. So this Alec Baldwin car crash is one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. I don't even know how much news it made. I just saw one story about it, and it was already hilarious because they had a video of him talking about it. And he's saying, I got into an accident the other day. I totaled my wife's car. I was with my brother, and he goes, this garbage truck. It's a whale. Like, it's a whale of a garbage truck. I've never seen a garbage truck so big in my life. It's like as if it's like a commercial garbage truck. Is there a non-commercial garbage truck?
No, and is there a non-whale garbage truck?
No, they're all enormous.
It's the expect small garbage trucks. How are we going to get rid of the garbage?
He,
we
like-
have 1,000 trips per day.
He thinks it's like a one pickup truck goes to each house on its own and picks up the. It's like he's never left his compound. Like, do you not exist in reality? He turned into his wife.
He got arrested for going the wrong way on his bike down one way like years ago, which I thought was like total bullshit. Like, I hate that. That's annoying to me, but that's funny that it was him.
That it happened to him. Exactly.
He shot and killed somebody accidentally.
And was like, but I never pulled the trigger. It just magically somehow shot her.
Right.
I didn't do anything.
Is Alec Baldwin also the one who was eating the burger or no, was calling his daughter a fat pig?
No, that was yes, that was Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, that was all-
It was so funny when you said eating the burger. I was thinking David Hasselhoff.
That's where I was going. Yes, my
But
brain
you're
stopped.
right. The
yeah.
fat pig thing.
Yeah.
That was 100%. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That exists. That he literally though. In this garbage truck incident, he turned into his wife. He was all of a sudden like, I don't know how you say garbage truck. How you say garbage truck before?
Right.
It's like, what are you talking? They stop.
He's like, no, my whole no, go. Sorry.
Well, okay, so his whole thing was that this massive whale of a garbage truck that he's never seen anything like in his life cut him off, and he was forced to drive directly into a tree quickly. I mean, the car got totaled, so it wasn't like he was going slowly. The CCTV footage comes out. He's behind the garbage truck the whole time. You cannot get cut off if you're driving behind a car.
Yeah.
And like, that doesn't mean it's stopping suddenly because it's a goddamn garbage truck.
Right.
That's what they do. They stop.
I believe it says like
Stop suddenly. Yes,
Right.
keep your distance.
Right. I don't know. I think the truck was trying to be tricky and get him to just drive directly in and just take out the real garbage.
Yeah,
Just
pretty much. Be like, hey, I got the real stuff behind me. Get in here.
Yeah.
How funny is it, by the way? And not actually funny, but the fact that he shot somebody and he has such a massive anger problem.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think he did it on purpose, but it would be like OJ mistakenly shooting somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it's that weird that someone who has that massive of an anger streak and clearly like loses his shit all the time just mistakenly shoot somebody. It's an odd thing.
Right. I don't know enough about that to even understand it. But I feel like he's gonna come out and say, like, actually, I killed Nicole Brown Simpson. like that's
Literally,
how far.
Like, okay, guys, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's just like thing after thing after thing after thing comes out where it's just too.
He's a bad person in every scenario.
Yeah. Imagine OJ just being like, what's the word when you're cleared of a crime?
Oh, I mean, he did get cleared of the crime. Like,
No, right.
what is the word when you're if it gets with an A, I think when you're like
Not extra. It doesn't matter.
when you're I keep wanting wow, we are
Exonerated?
Thank
Exonerated.
you. If it gets with an E.
Yeah. See, okay, it's
Jorge for the
early
win.
in the morning.
This is so early for us.
It's like 11.
And also, I can't come up with words anymore ever. Something's wrong with my brain. It's gone.
It's 6 a.m. for us, technically.
Yes, exactly.
It's like there are dog years
Yeah.
and like then
Alli
like
and Kristen
hours.
We also are so optimistic when we schedule stuff like this. When we're like, we can do it. No problem.
It'll be great.
Oh, God.
My alarm was going off for like 8 hours.
I've learned instead of hitting snooze to actually set like 10 different alarms in advance. Have you already done that?
Oh yeah.
That's
I mean, I think I generally, if I have to wake up relatively early, it'll be 6 or 7 alarms set.
Yep.
And that's when I say generally early, I mean like 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for everyone to put this in context, it's 10 a.m. right now. Right. And this is so early for us. It's so bad. Yeah, I think you're right, though. I think at this point, they could uncover any number of crimes that Alec Baldwin's actually committed, and I would not be surprised.
It goes back to like the serial killers in like the 1800s. They're like, oh, actually, it was Alec Baldwin.
Did you see this movie, Bad Vegan?
No, but that name seems a little bit like a redundant.
Yeah, honestly, it's a good point.
Or annoying.
Well, this
vegan,
was
but
bad in the sense that it was like fraudulently bad. It was over than like more than just personality bad. But it was this woman who had a vegan restaurant somewhere in the city, and it was really popular. And Alec Baldwin would hang out, and she was super hot. And she and her boyfriend ran the restaurant, and then they broke up, and they fought over the restaurant, and she got it. And Alec Baldwin had been hitting on her, and I think she wanted to be with him. But by the time everything got like in order for her to be single, he had met Hilaria, his fake Spanish wife, at her restaurant. So she kind of flipped out. Like, she lost her mind a little bit and ended up going out with this guy who said he was good friends with Alec Baldwin. He said he was super rich and he was like a complete fraudster, and he scammed her for like $2 million. And it's a crazy story because she's also like a Wharton graduate. She was a really smart person. Oddly enough, within like the time that I watched the movie, there was an article that came out where she had accused Louis C.K. of giving her like herpes. And because she was apparently just kind of like sleeping with semi-famous people. I think she was lost and trying to figure out what to do. And his response, he like wrote back to her and he was like, all right, I never said I didn't have an STD. Like, I didn't say I was a good guy. It was the craziest thing. But I was like, I think there's a lot more people like Alec Baldwin than unlike Alec Baldwin. Like, these people are not, especially at that level of like
fame.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Yeah, like you and I, we would be famous right now if we were assholes.
Yeah, that's the key.
It
Shameless
really is.
assholes.
Shameless assholes. So if someone's at the top, you know that they pretty much most likely are shameless. And I told you about a comedian who I had an exchange with.
Yes.
Who I basically said, do you hear yourself, because she was criticizing me for supporting like, you know, Charlie Kirk and stuff, and being divisive. And when I said to her, you literally over the past 15 years plus have used divisiveness for fame, like to become successful. She didn't deny it.
Yeah.
She was just like, yeah, well, I'm always cheering you on from the sidelines.
But back to you.
From the sidelines.
She's like, I'm the right kind of divisiveness. You have to learn to be like fake divisiveness, like cheer for the people that everyone likes.
Right.
Is the way to do it.
Right. But I did actually kind of respect that she didn't deny it.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't address it, but she didn't deny it.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah.
Omission is the best denial.
Yeah.
It's well, that's the thing. I think it's like she just skipped over it. So I don't fully respect it, but I do. I mean, at least she took it in and
she didn't try to
go
say,
against it.
no, I have not used the plight of minorities to only
to further my own career.
Yeah.
When not actually living my life that way.
Not at all. Asking to like not go to a beach where there are Mexican people.
That is the craziest thing.
That's
amazing.
Yeah.
And then standing up on a soapbox and being like, let everyone in.
Open borders.
Everyone love everybody.
Yeah,
and you're an asshole if you think that we should have a safe place.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, it's weird too that like in comedy, it used to just be funny, obviously. But now it's like all these improv comics are like the biggest journalists in the world. And so they take themselves so seriously. It's like John Oliver, Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel. These are comics. They're like improv comics.
Yeah. What also blows
the girl you're talking about, same thing. It's a comic. And she goes out and does political like activism.
Well, what's crazy is imagine John Oliver. So he's from the UK. What's his name was from the UK, the chubby guy who went off there.
James Corden.
James Corden. And then we also have...
he was at least not very political, but he was known to be a dick.
Was he? He looks like he would have a little dick, but be a big dick. And then there's another late night host that's, I think, British or from the UK.
I know Jimmy Carr. Did he have a show?
Oh, well, I
for a
like Jimmy
while?
Carr.
I do too.
But I'll just focus on John Oliver for a second. Imagine a comic from the US moving to the UK and going on their television every single night to shit on each and every one of their citizens.
And their government.
They
would be arrested so fast.
The balls that it takes.
Yeah.
To go...
Can you believe this guy?
Can you believe this guy? I mean, but really.
Honest to God.
What kind of sociopath are you, though?
And that's why they can't stay in their country and rail on their own government and citizens. They honestly will be arrested. Like, that was one of our topics, is what's happening in Europe right now, especially the UK. It's like they have people going out and committing crimes. One of the guys who was he was the guy who just recently killed the Jewish people in front of the temple. His name was Jihad. His first name was Jihad. And they were like, this is so surprising. We had no idea what was coming. And I'm sure he'll get like a year in prison. And then the people who protest against him being here will get 10 years in prison. Because that's been the trend.
Right. And it's been the trend for a really long time. And people have turned a blind eye. And it's finally getting a little bit more notoriety. But like rape. So I don't know if we mentioned this last time, but I'm like, gotta bring up rape.
Yep.
But it was like rapes in the UK on X year, 10 years ago or something like that. It was like 8,000 or 9,000 for the year.
Yeah.
I believe in 2024 or 2023, it was like 29,000 rapes.
Yep.
And then I don't know the statistics of arrests, but anecdotally, the people who've been arrested are not the ones doing the raping. And then that woman in Germany, it was the same. She was like gangbanged or something.
Yeah, there's been a lot of gang rapes in Europe that are,
Yeah. And she wrote a tweet about them or something of that nature. She got more prison time and got
the
a bigger...
assailants.
than the dudes who gang raped her.
Yeah.
And so right now, if like gang rape is your thing, it's your time.
Go to Europe.
Seriously.
I mean, you are going to thrive.
Hugely.
Hugely. And, also India. There's many parts of the world where it's always been thriving, but now you can come to the West.
Right.
And
Like,
do.
it's so bizarre, though. It feels like it's at the point where it would not just be poo-pooed as like, oh, well, he didn't go to jail for that. It'd be like, they didn't get the gold medal for rape this year.
That's 100% because they're like, it's amazing what they went through to get here. And they only raped 10 people. Like, they actually deserve a medal for not killing the people they raped. Like, they could have done so much. It's honestly become that.
Right.
It's all, I know we always say bizarro world on here, but it's like the criminals are the good guys and the cops. It's like the people who are railing against, ICE trying to remove illegal people and they're killing ICE. Like, there's militias going out to kill ICE members now, and those are the good guys, I guess. I mean, everything could be handled better, but the way things are being handled by the left, like in reaction to trying to go hard on crime, is crazy.
Yeah. Well, this is my theory. If I think the UK is probably or the European Union or whatever. I think Europe is kind of using my my way out of making something not rape. So my theory is to be gone with rape, for rape to be beaten. The person being raped just has to act like they're into it.
And then it's no longer a
and
rape.
then it's no longer rape. And so, but you do that not for the rapist, but for yourself. It's like, no, I'm enjoying this. This is actually
what I want.
what I wanted.
Unfortunately, most of the rape is so brutal that I think it's hard to do because most of it is like hateful towards women.
Well, yes. I mean,
I think rape in the U.S. is primarily date rape, as opposed to rape in like Europe is literally like, I mean, I don't even think sex could be part of the equation in there.
Right.
It's like being beaten up with someone's hard dick.
Right.
It's like literally.
Well, they have the batons in the UK. It's like now the
now that's just being used basically to go and violate women.
Right. But it's really like, I mean, I say it obviously jokingly.
Yes,
but
obviously, yeah.
the whole theory behind it is taking away the power.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're getting off on. So if all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, that knife in my butt feels so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Even though you're bleeding out, you're dying.
Give it to me more.
Like, I wonder what that would do. I'm sure women have done that in the past, and thankfully, luckily, I haven't been in that position. I might be now that I've said this publicly, but I wonder if there has been a woman getting raped who just suddenly was like, I'm just gonna go with it, and totally. I wonder if the dude got like lost his heart on. Or was no longer, into it.
Gross.
Yeah.
I was trying to
She's like,
demean and degrade her.
Right.
There was a story, but it actually negates your theory. It was
And anything would. I mean, like,
Yeah.
just a brain cell would negate my theory.
Yeah, it's not that sound actually, but there was. I think they just did a movie about it. It was like the guy who I think was on a talk show. He was on like the dating game or something, and he was actually like a serial killer. And the woman who got him caught was brilliant. She was so young. He would go after these girls and like charm them and then like rape and murder them. And he took this girl who was a runaway and basically beat her up, raped her. They had kind of like a car ride where they kind of were vibing, and then they got to this thing and she realized this is not good. And he did his thing and she survived. And the next morning when he was going to like finish killing her, she said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I got so out of control last night. Like, can you not tell anyone? I'm so embarrassed. I love you. Like, I don't want to. And he was like, oh, okay. And he like went with it and they drove away and they went to a gas station and she got ran and yelled and found someone and told. But she was like a 15-year-old runaway. I'm like, that is some genius psychology.
But that kind of like backs up my theory.
Well,
she was like into him. I'm into
right.
you.
You're right. He stopped being a rapist. You're right. Like he didn't stop the act because the act was already gone. But you're actually right. It does actually kind of
right. All of a sudden, she's into me,
and he's like, "Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I don't have to kill this person. I'm just gonna try doing
I mean, he
this.
lets his guard down
Yeah.
in a way. Oh, maybe.
Would you have ever thought of that? Maybe it is an instinctive survival that would kick in, but I was like,
I've always thought that.
would just cry and beg to be saved.
No,
Like,
I mean,
which is what makes them kill. You're right. I think you might actually be onto something.
I'm telling you, I'm onto something. In the moment to do it, it would be very difficult.
Yeah.
Obviously. It's horrific. Like I've had consensual sex where I'm like, this feels like rape.
Yeah.
Like, I just am not enjoying
I think
it.
we all have this. How does
yeah,
that-
we all, every woman.
Literally, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the Me Too movement, though, too, is that we all have had that experience and we're all angry about it.
Yeah.
But some of the times we haven't told the guy
It was
that we're
just
having
easier.
that experience. Yeah, you're just like,
easier to
just,
say yes. Like, I'm too tired.
I'm going to get through it. Yeah.
Takes too much work and effort and politeness. Like, just whatever you're gonna do.
The feminists are really going to come for us. I know. This is going to be.
But this really demonstrates the level of laziness that I can hit, where it's easier to just go with it
Yeah.
than to say no.
Oh,
not every
completely.
time.
I've stayed in full relationships for years
Yes.
and years.
Oh my
longer
God.
than I should have because it was just easier.
Oh my God.
Every time. But by the way, going back to Europe, it's not just rape, but that is one of the main things that's gone way up. But listen to this headline. Sweden's crime wave. I can't speak. Sweden's crime wave has gotten so off the rails that real estate agents are now advertising apartments with no recent explosions. It says Malmo, I don't know this town, but ranks more dangerous than Baghdad. Yes, the one in Iraq and in Stockholm, bombings are almost a daily occurrence.
It's insane.
And it's not the Irish immigrants who are doing the bombing
Right.
or the French immigrants doing the bombing. We know who it is.
Well, I will say the Mediterranean diet or whatever could cause some explosions in the toilet. Maybe that's what they're referring to. Like we've luckily gotten rid of the.
I think there was a real article where in Home Depot someone said someone blew up the bathroom and they
Like-
literally called a bomb squad and they were like, no.
Right. But it's so dumb that's where my brain went immediately when you said like no explosions. I just thought like halal
Like
food.
there's a lot of falafel going on down there. There's probably more explosions, but there still should be more in the Middle East at that point. Like the Swedish food should not be causing.
But that is, I mean, that's saying so much. And what's even more is that people still support it. I don't
get it. And it's still unpopular to say we don't want to bring in a culture that is violent and dangerous to the people who currently live there. Like, why? How is that a thing that's not
It's
okay
not
to say?
hateful.
It's not
It's not hateful.
to protect yourself and your people.
Well, did you see the billboards in New York that say like clean up the trash or don't allow trash here? And it's like pictures. It's like a cartoon of a MAGA supporter.
Of course. No, I haven't seen that.
But imagine having that image. Obviously, you know what I'm going to say. As
Yes.
like a black person or
An immigrant of any
immigrant
sort.
of any sort. But it's okay to put this white person in the trash. It's really wild.
It's wild.
It really speaks to like, I don't know, how if you're okay to be hated, there's got to be a level of like jealousy or something if people are that openly okay hating you.
Well, that's
like,
the thing.
there's an
They
underlying.
know. It was like what Kathy Griffin did with the Trump head. She was so sure because people hated Trump so much she'd get support. You just know that you can be very vile and get a ton of support because you're on like the right side. You know all the people are supporting you. The problem is she went a step too far. That one's really on the line. Like that's kind of taking a chance. Like, are they going to support me or not? Because they're directly doing the same thing, the same joke as what Tony Hinchcliffe did when he said there's a pile of garbage floating in the ocean. And I thought he was going to say it's Manhattan and make fun of like our leadership here, which would have been a lot better. But he said it's Puerto Rico and people went crazy. They're saying the same thing. They're saying MAGA supporters are trash. So you now can't complain about someone else saying.
But what they really don't know is that Puerto Rico does have a massive
Literally
trash problem. It needs attention and help. And the only reason people know about it is because of Tony Hinchcliffe's joke.
Yeah.
Not that
but they
they're
still
going to
are
do anything
gonna
about it.
Tilt it in a way that
Of
he was
course.
talking about the people.
Right,
They're
of
not going to
course.
say.
Right. Of course.
Yeah. It's one of those things, too, where like the other side doesn't realize they get so angry at the right for their rhetoric, but then it's all like Cheeto and Cheap. Like they body shame constantly. All they do is talk about how ridiculous the looks and behaviors and whatever of the right is, and they don't listen to any of the nuance or the words that are actually being said.
No. And the Cheeto thing, like, that's going on 10 plus years old.
Yeah, and he's also he's got like the tan stuff you have now. He's become
he's doing a better job with less orange.
And his hair is not like whoever's. I think he was maybe doing it himself before. I don't know what was going on, but whoever is now taking care of him, aesthetically is doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. The Times, it's like they cannot give this man credit. I'm not trying to go off of our hoedown list.
Yep.
But this brings me to the Times had a cover of Trump giving him credit for the peace deal.
Yeah.
But
begrudgingly.
And they used the worst picture they could have possibly used of him. It's angled from underneath. And then it just has like a wisp of hair. And Trump he tweeted about it.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just like, I just have to call it out. You obviously used the worst picture of me. Like, you gave me you were doing it on purpose. And it's like,
because you were so mad that you had to give me credit for something.
Yeah, you guys can't just grow the fuck up. And,
yeah.
And I'm probably, not that we get that many views yet on YouTube, but with the F-bombs, I had a hard one last podcast and then just now. But the F word probably shouldn't throw out there, just, I don't know, if algorithm stuff, but whatever.
Yeah.
But just grow the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Give the man some credit. Put a picture of him looking dignified on your fucking cover and eat your words like a grown-ass adult. Just grow the fuck up and admit you were wrong or admit he did something well without having to backhand him in the process. You look like children, and the problem is that it's embarrassing to even compare you to children because children are more thoughtful
and mature
than these people. And they did a cover with Melania finally at some point.
Oh, wow. That's good. Yeah, because they have not done that at all. They put they would put Katie Porter on the cover of Vanity Fair before they put them Melania, who's the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yes. But they did a backhanded, oh God, I wish, cover magazine. It was clearly they were jealous of her in this Vanity Fair cover. Melania Trump Vanity Fair cover celebrated by MAGA, but it's fake. Oh, wait, did they not put her on the cover?
Oh, they did an article but didn't put her on?
I don't know. Okay, just scratch that. I'd have to look that up more. But they... oh, wait. Oh, sorry. A Vanity Fair cover featured First Lady Melania Trump as the American Queen, but... Okay, yeah, no, it was fake. Fake
they
image.
Still haven't.
Yeah, they still haven't.
Well,
okay.
even when they gave out the Pulitzer Prize for photographs last year, and that iconic Trump photograph of fight after he got shot, that did not win.
No,
so, I mean, they're never going to give credit where credit's due.
No.
And, I mean, at least they did kind of credit him in the headline. I have friends that were like, this really pisses me off that Trump's going to get credit for this. And I was like, well,
for the peace
how do
deal?
you think, for the peace deal? I'm like, how do you think it happened? Do you think he didn't create the situation? And then I had another friend who was like, well, there wouldn't have been hostages if it wasn't for Trump.
What?
Exactly.
No,
People are
what?
deranged. And let me give you a list, at least, to be fair, of, because it was this whole, what's it called? It was a whole genocide that was happening. And after it stopped, Hamas is now just executing Palestinians in the street.
Their own people.
Oh, yeah. So to be fair, let me give you the complete list of celebrities who are condemning Hamas for executing Gazans right now in Gaza. None.
Yeah.
Zero.
You know who is? Michael Rappaport.
Yes.
Who...
I like that you give him a French last name, Rappaport.
Wait, is that how you
It's
say it?
Rappaport.
Oh, it is Rappaport?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong.
He and I have a lovely Rappaport together. We're it's so embarrassing.
I haven't listened to him in a while. Because he's so pro-Israel, and I love him for that, but he's getting eviscerated for it.
Well, he, to me, is a clown and a half.
Yeah.
Because he would... Trump, you fucking pig, fuck you fucking fuck. And then once the whole Israel-Gaza thing happened, he had an awakening, and he will never really come out and be pro Trump, but he obviously is more pro Trump. I get a kick out of watching him do you sick motherfucking pussy motherfuckers, but he's talking to Hollywood this time.
Yeah.
And so I get a kick out of it, but I have commented, I think like once or twice, saying like, like you're part of the reason like
that
that
people
are the way they are.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is true.
But I'm glad that you are kind of seeing the light. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he went off on Mark Ruffalo. Fuck you, you fucking ugly fuck, Mark Ruffalo. Where's your fucking
Yeah.
virtue signaling now? You fucking piece of like.
Yeah.
So he's
No, it's a good impression. Actually, it's a really good impression.
I mean, he gets
and I
so
love
angry.
You're right. I like when it's directed in the right place.
Right. So I'm entertained by
Yeah.
it and glad that he's doing it, but also I am like, you were part of the problem. Obviously, the problem would still be there without you, Michael Rappaport. But
At least somebody is calling it out.
Right. And
because everybody else,
it's
the
like, do you
people who
wanna-
do support Israel are forced to be so silent. I mean, even like Chelsea Handler's been a pretty outspoken proponent for Israel, but she still does the caveats like, I still support
course.
Palestine,
Of
but
course,
not Hamas. But I've seen, I guess she's going on tour, and people were like, Chelsea Handler's just going to go on tour. Like, we haven't seen her being like a bloodthirsty ghoul for the last 2 years. And I'm like, what are they talking about? I honestly had no idea. And I looked, and it's just because she's pro-Israel that people are upset. And she's as far left as you can possibly
Right,
get.
yeah.
So it's like an eat your own scenario.
yeah, it's just
at
the
this
snake
point.
eating its tail.
Yeah.
We said this on the last podcast, but it's so satisfying
Yeah.
to me. It is so satisfying.
But it's not, because they're still not seeing it is the problem. Like, they're still blindly, and, especially the Jewish population and the gay population is unbelievable to me. It's like, they talk about self-loathing. It's got to be that. I mean, I don't understand how you could support a regime, even women, that basically gives women no rights. They throw gay people off of buildings. They, kill people in the streets for free speech. They don't protect their citizens.
That's it.
Like,
That's all they do.
yeah, exactly. Pretty good
Pretty
guys
mild,
for the most
mild
part.
punishment.
And people in droves are on their side. It's unbelievable. And condemning Israel.
I swear. It's just, as like Gad Saad would say, it's a parasite. It's a mind virus parasite.
Yeah.
And-
Christopher Hitchens used to say it too.
Yeah, and there's fashion behind it. It's fashionable.
Yeah.
And right now, I think there's like a decline in the number of teens or kids identifying as trans or as non-binary. The trend is kind of changing, so it's like not that trendy anymore. So they're not going to get that much more attention, at school in the right way. So everything, we're all just programmed monkeys, and it's like, what will make people like me? What will make people like me? And that's what people do. So they'll do the atrocious, the most insane, and they don't want. The truth is, they don't want things to be resolved, because in this
That's what the
Palestine,
peace deal has shown. Yeah.
right, they
want the
problem
jihadis to win.
They want the problem to persist so that they have a meaning
Yeah.
in their life. They have no meaning in their lives. So as long as Palestinians are being genocided, then
Yep.
they have something to live for and to fight against. But now they're not, and they're not happy. Where are all the posts saying "Thank you, Trump"? Thank you, Trump.
Gone.
It
You don't
just-
see any.
It just proves it's all ego driven.
And where are the interviews with hostages to get their stories? It's like the one or two hostages that have spoken out are like, it's the most atrocious situation. You've seen the people like cut off breasts, just display bodies through town, do the most vicious, horrific things. And they're like, no, Israel are the bad guys. Like, no, we don't really care how bad your situation was. Like, Israel. And then they're also like skeletal and have obviously been starved. And then you see the pictures of what's happening in Gaza, and the kids are like dancing in the streets, fully fed.
Right.
It's
Well,
like we're being lied to.
is this true or not? I read something about all the women hostages being killed off first before they gave back the hostages, so that they couldn't share like the nightmares
I didn't see
they
that.
had put them through. So I don't know if that's true or absolutely not true.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it actually doesn't even matter, because the women who are speaking out, they're not believing anyways. Like the women who are like, I was raped multiple times. I was, they're like, yeah, you guys are committing
Well, how
genocide on
But how could you not believe them? They've cut off boobs and put them in the street.
They
Obviously
were
they're
showing
going
it
to go toward
themselves.
rape.
They're bragging about it. I mean,
if
it's
they
like
cut
the
off my boob
weirdest.
and put it in the street, it wouldn't be noticed. No one would have found it. They would
like, is that a pebble on the road? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why is this piece of grass a little bit skin colored? That's
like, what is this? Yeah, I really just don't understand what's going on with that, especially right, women believe all women, but then when hostages or anyone who's been raped by anyone who's, a minority or immigrant or whatever speaks up, it's like, oh, not you. We don't want to hear that. Actually, only we'll just believe the one that we. And I just still love. I mean, this goes back so far, but it's like Hillary Clinton and her "believe all women" rhetoric. It's like she tried to destroy all of the women that Bill Clinton slept with. Not that they accused him of sleeping with, but that he actually slept with. So we're so quick to just.
Isn't it crazy that he slept with Hillary at all?
I don't even know. I mean, obviously they did because Chelsea looks exactly like the combination of both of them, but it was probably just the ones.
Either that or they had to make an embryo or something
Yeah, right. They did it Elon Musk style and just made it in a lab. They still pull him out to speak at every event. How
Bill
is
Clinton?
he still taken seriously? Yeah.
I never really see him around. And I always feel like I'd like to see him more because would be more entertaining than Hillary. But I see Hillary everywhere. Is that just because of what I'm looking at? Or he really is around talking?
They have him campaign when they need him to. But I guess Hillary is more outspoken because he does have so many problems. He's very problematic. I can't believe they pull him out at all.
The thing is, he's more, in a way, more likable. He's
completely.
imperfect. He's had, gets the BJs. Did you?
Yeah, when that happened, we were all mad at Monica Lewinsky. People weren't mad at him.
No.
Yeah.
And they still aren't.
Yeah.
It's still Trump is oh, he's a cheater and a womanizer. And it's well,
yeah.
Your boy Bill paid, what's her name? $900,000.
Paula Jones, yeah.
To go away. And Trump pays Stormy Daniels $150,000, but files it wrong. And so he's
32 times a felon.
Right. 32 times felon. It's you're welcome. They gave you a talking point. So you would spew for them over and over and over like the robot that they want you to be.
And most of them don't even know that that's what the felony is.
No, they have no idea.
Yeah.
They couldn't even name one of the felonies.
And now all these people who are going down for mortgage fraud is pretty hilarious because the people who went after him for mortgage fraud, who were mortgage frauding themselves.
Right. It's amazing.
But complaining about it. Yeah.
But of course, they'll flip it as Trump being the political prosecutor. Him.
Yes.
And it's no. He's actually
going after what you said was criminal.
Right.
So can't fault him.
No. Did you see Hillary give Trump credit for the peace deal where she said the word I think more than I do in my stand-up.
Oh, I didn't
says a
actually
lot.
see it. So that's interesting. I only saw the article about how she gave him credit.
It was it was taking her everything and
killing her.
Yeah, that would have been an explosion that would have happened in an apartment building or something in Europe if she was allowed to actually say what she wanted to say.
And not just her, heads would have exploded. I'm surprised there aren't explosions across the country, the world right now as a result of him being able to do this.
I mean, I don't think it's conspiracy-ish to say she wants a bit of that auto pen love that Biden for an auto pen.
Oh, she's vying for pardon in the future?
Yeah.
That is probably a good point. Yeah, how much of
a little piece of that pardon, maybe.
How much of an admission are pardons, basically? And when they start and when they go, it's all right, we see when you started your criminal behavior. It's this person will have a pardon from 2005 on. That is the most ridiculous power that the president has, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That they can just exonerate anyone. If you just murdered people, he can exonerate you. There should not be an across-the-board carte blanche for that.
It is pretty crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from. It must have been political prisoners back in the day.
Yeah, we should look that up.
That they were trying to help. I feel like I've tried, but probably not very hard.
Yeah. I fell asleep as soon as I typed it
totally.
in.
And I was that is, I mean, the fact that, or maybe it should only be until a certain point too. On your last day, you shouldn't be able to just pardon all your friends.
Right. It's kind of, in a way, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're on the right
cool.
side, obviously. But also, it's totally fucked up.
Yeah.
I I would. I'm trying to think like who I would pardon. Like, I know the whole like Julian Assange. I'm not trying to like think like in literal terms of actual
of your friends who have done wrong doing things.
Yeah, like funny little things.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Like,
we probably do know enough criminal people that we could give some pardons out.
But like, I wouldn't pardon Alec Baldwin. Like, if he went away or something, like it would be like.
How has he never got? Did he ever go to jail after shooting that girl? I don't think he ever spent any time in jail.
I don't know.
I think he actually got upset too that people were like coming after him civilly. Because, of course, that's a huge trend now. It's like, look how much Trump had to pay out civilly, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, probably. And they came after him, rightfully so. He killed somebody and altered the course of that whole family's life. And he was like, oh, they just see someone rich and they're trying to be greedy. It's like, no, you killed someone. You shot a bullet through someone's chest.
But it does confuse me. Wouldn't the gun, though, on a set be empty? Like,
it should
can't
be.
You just assume that he didn't? It's really, that one is really confused.
Oh, no, it's
me.
not like he loaded the gun. It's just that he didn't check it. He picked up a loaded gun and shot it.
But wouldn't you assume on a set a gun wouldn't be loaded with an actual bullet?
With every... Have you ever taken like a gun safety course or gone to a shooting range?
No.
They drill into your head, always assume the gun is loaded. Always, no matter what. You see
just
a
don't
gun,
pick up
you
a gun
assume
and
it's loaded. You never point it at a person. You check. Yeah, that's always the assumption.
Okay.
So...
Do they have to take
And it's like a car accident. It's like, it was obviously a mistake, but if you hit someone and kill them with your car, even though it's a mistake, you're responsible. So I think he got manslaughter.
He did get manslaughter?
Yeah, because I think they tried murder and it went down or something. I mean, it was such a saga. I'm not sure. I'm sure he was paying out money left and right to get it to go away too.
Yeah. Now he's getting garbage slaughter from the garbage truck.
Oh my God.
That whale of a truck.
There was that comic.
Oh no, usually they're like goldfish on the street.
Yeah, they're tiny. You usually can't even see them. They're like Fiats. They're like tiny little cars that just pick up a little like plastic Ziploc bag of garbage.
Right.
I've never said, what? How you say garbage? I don't come from here. I'm from
Aren't they supposed to just get the litter, the little, shreds on the street?
Oh my God. That family. They're shameless. Did you watch their, what was it, a reality show that they had?
No.
I didn't either, but I saw the press that they were doing for it, and she hates him. Every video that they were trying to both talk about the show, she was like, I'm talking.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
We're not talking. You're not talking.
Yes.
We're not talking. It's so funny.
I'm like, how has he not killed her?
Oh, how?
Like, if you're, what?
He has a massive temper problem. How does he live with that?
I don't know. I have no idea. But one of the Baldwins, I think they all have incredible eyes. They're very charming looking.
Baldwin's you can't even see. He's so tired.
Yeah,
from all of the killing and all of the kids and his fake Spanish wife. His eyes are like slit. They're so... But they're a good-looking family.
They're an attractive family. Years and years ago, one of the brothers, who I think might be the crazy left one now, like who was like going on tons of rants.
Okay.
Wrote to me on Facebook. And hit on me.
Wait, okay. Because Stephen Baldwin is the very right-wing one, I think. He's like the Jesus freak.
Yeah, not him.
And then there's Alec. Who else is there?
It's the I'd like have to go through my Facebook messages.
I would love to know.
It.
What? Yeah, and did you entertain it at all, or were you just like, oof? No.
I can't remember. Genuinely, it was so many years ago. But
that was the funniest part of when Facebook and everything started. Is that random like quasi celebrities would just reach out because no one knew what was going on. They would just see a hot girl and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And you have to be like, "Is this really this person?"
Right. And I was flattered, but I think he is the insane one, so now I'm not flattered anymore.
I mean, now Alec's the insane one, so you actually got a more sane one than the most famous.
That's true.
Because Stephen Baldwin is crazy, but he had the girl who married his daughter is oh my God, I can't think of her name. The girl who married Justin Bieber. So now that's his Hallie. Thank you, Haley Bieber.
Yeah. She's the daughter of who?
Steven.
Okay.
Who's the crazy he used to be a right-wing religious guy. And I think he was in the garbage truck with Alec, actually.
I think was it William Baldwin?
There were like 5 Baldwins, but the only ones I remember were those 2.
Stephen, William, Daniel, and Alec.
Oh, 4. Okay.
I think it was William Baldwin. I'm going to go through my Facebook messages and have an answer for this our next podcast. But if
it was actually Alec?
I know. I missed my opportunity.
Could have been Hilaria.
I know. Oh God, no. That's the thing is like I can't get away with being annoying. He would have hit
Oh,
me
yeah,
or
you would have been
murdered
dead.
me by
Probably.
now. Yeah. I'm like, but I don't even have
would have OJ'd you.
an accent. I'm more
That's what's annoying. He's like, I want someone who's ethnic. Pretend to be ethnic.
Right,
We
right.
need to get along in Hollywood.
Right. But it's like I don't even have an accent to get you mad, and I'm still more annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
What
but
was-
that would be because of your politics.
Yeah, that's true.
He would not be able to live with that.
No. What about the rest of the hoedown?
Oh yeah, well,
I
let's see
know.
what else we can get to.
We've got-
we got to be on time too. We
Yeah.
have about 10 minutes left. Oh, MTV is dying.
Okay, so I thought it died. I thought it was officially over.
Literally, we've gone from like video killed the radio star to MTV still alive. Like everyone thought it was all dead forever ago. I guess algorithm killed MTV now. I mean,
But yeah,
streaming.
it is one of those things that I just thought died a long time ago. It's kind
What
of
do they show on MTV now? I don't know either. I mean, because it hasn't been. Are there music videos anymore other than Taylor Swift?
I don't know. I mean,
Does she have music videos anymore? I don't even know if they exist.
you would have thought they would have tapped into like the reality TV.
They did.
Okay.
They started that.
Right.
That was their
right in the beginning.
like Real World
And
I
Road
think
Rules.
Road Rules.
But why didn't they keep doing that?
Because they got so like degenerative with it. Because then it became like Teen Mom. Or like,
Oh, MTV
oops,
did
I
Teen
didn't
Mom?
know I was pregnant. I think those were all, maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure.
I always assumed TLC, the Learning Channel. It's like the learning what not to do channel.
Yeah.
They have the worst like 90 Day Fiance and
Oh, I thought that was all
I
Bravo.
thought that was Teen Mom.
Oh my God, there's so many bad reality channels now. That TLC is hilarious though, because I'm sure that started as an honest to God learning channel. And within like 2 weeks, we were like, nope, Teenage Mom, bring in
People
the...
don't want to actually learn. They want to watch crap.
One of the teenage moms was trying to do comedy at one point.
I think she did that when she got pregnant as a teen.
Yeah,
That was the comedy.
pretty much. That show is going to be the highest level of comedy she ever reaches.
Yeah. But by the way, I don't know if I've said this before, but I kind of wish that I got pregnant as a teen.
Really?
Because I would have like a built-in friend now.
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of teens do it. They're like, oh, I'm going to create my own best buddy.
I never thought of that. That's
Yeah.
very ingenuitive as a teen. I thought it was your life's over. But now I realize, I'd have been
your
18
kid would
years older,
be-
16 years older.
Yeah.
We could go shopping. I hang out.
Bodies are kind of meant to have kids when you're young too. I think that's when you bounce back. When you have a kid in your 30s, it's a lot harder. You're meant to in your early 20s, but no one does that anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I'm lonely enough that now looks like a good option to me. But if I wasn't lonely, it would still not look like a good option. But MTV, they hung on the way Radio Shack hung on.
Yeah.
Like that talk about a corpse being animated by some other worldly
Yeah.
being or something. 'Cause Radio Shack hung on for a really long time.
Yeah.
I think like Best Buy was, fully around. Like we're full on Apple, users, and Radio Shack was still like
we're still here, guys.
like tuning its
still got-
frequency somehow
Yeah.
to existence.
Yeah, MTV must have been doing the same thing. I mean, there must be one show that was popular that kept it. Maybe Catfish is on there?
That was on there. Yeah.
And now that's like a Netflix show. I don't know. Was VH1 the same people as MTV, or was that an actual rival?
I don't think so.
Because I was going to say they had Behind the Music, which is kind of the beginning of the genre of like true crime.
Yeah.
Because all those people, their lives were like nightmares.
So was E! True Hollywood Story.
Yes. Do you remember?
I love that.
Wasn't it AJ Benza who did?
Yeah, I think
Story?
so. It was
I did. I used to podcast with him and Artie sometimes,
that's
and I was
incredible.
like AJ Benza. Remember? Because those commercials, the dark side
Yeah.
of Hollywood.
Yeah.
E! True Hollywood Story.
Oh my God, I would like eat those up the way like a serial killer would eat somebody up. Like I
Me
love
too.
those.
Were the beginning of like the true crime wave,
Yeah.
except it didn't really catch on
Yeah.
until really recently, kind of, that people got obsessed.
But the MTV, now I'm really old. The MTV,
The MTV.
It's like, it's just another one of the things from our time or our generation that's
That's
it's
gone. I
And-
know.
and it makes me sad as much as I could care less about MTV.
I haven't watched it in so long, but you're right. There is something sad about it.
Yeah.
And watching, because I would do Kennedy show on Fox
Right.
occasionally, which is really funny because even then she was part of like the Young Republicans Club and stuff. And can you imagine MTV today employing anybody who's like that.
No.
So it really was like a different world back then.
She tricked him because of all her quirky glasses.
I think so.
They're like, she can't be Republican.
No way.
She wears
has like
liberal
blue
glasses.
streaks in her hair, and has a collection of oddball glasses.
Yeah. No, it's just so much proof about how times have changed.
Yeah.
And
maybe that's part of why all of these things are failing. It's like when you get super caught up in, like, not that they got caught up in partisan politics, but like they were their own thing in the beginning. They were quirky and weird, and they brought on a bunch of like weirdos that could, understand music and relate to kids. And now everything gets corporate at some point.
It was when counterculture was cool.
Yes.
And now counterculture is lame, or counterculture is being toward the right, which to
is
me
so
is actually
weird.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's, even though it can look really lame from the cliche view if you don't really know all the people that are in it. But like there's this guy, Winston Marshall, who he co-founded the band it's like, Kristen, don't lose it now. Kristen, don't lose it now.
We got 5 minutes left. You can do it.
Mumford and Sons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know
And
them.
he had this thing he put together, which I wish he would keep doing, called Dissident Dialogues. And it was basically like wrong speak, like people who don't follow the militant
guidelines
left,
of what, yeah.
but are not, hicks. And he's like, white, like, trucker folk vote for Trump, but they're like very open to free thought, the free exchange of ideas. And so he had this event that he put on in Brooklyn. It was at like the Naval Yard. I think it was last year or the year before. And it was so cool. It was basically people who are not on the left, but maybe look like they would be on the left.
Okay.
That were there, and it was all these debates. So they would have someone from each side, and a lot of professors from universities that had been fired for, not calling someone their preferred gender or whatnot.
Right.
And Winston Marshall, he's like a hot rock star dude who he's on Gutfeld a fair amount.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it's like that's what I want to try to show people. Like, guys, it's actually kind of cool. Not that cool is what matters, but they are so concerned with cool.
Yeah.
I want to point them to people like Winston Marshall and like other creatives. Like there's this
that
chick
aren't just towing the line of the left.
Well, they won't toe the line.
Yeah.
They've completely gone against it, and they're cool and trendy and like awesome looking and have like weird pottery and like they're just not what you would expect. But they never, of course, really get attention.
Any press.
Yeah.
No, the people who get the press are the people who dress up as the, vaccine and do a little jig. That's what MTV has probably become. We should be glad that it's dying because they just have like a massive amounts of like vaccine videos on now that are just showing.
Right.
Yeah, that's why it's surprising. I had listened to an interview, I might have already talked about this, but with the lead singer of Rage Against the Machine. Is that right?
Yeah,
Who are
he's
now
super left. He's like all corporate.
But oddly
support.
enough, I think they have been that way. But when I listened to the interview, he was talking about, I have to look up, maybe I've got the wrong person, but I think that's it. He was talking to Howard Stern. He was talking about being good friends with Ted Nugent. And Howard Stern was like, oh my God, Ted Nugent, that's crazy. And he was like, no, he's like one of the best guitarists of all time. And he's like, we have a lot in common. And even if our politics don't align, he's like, I was interested in figuring out why he thought the way he thought. And he grew up very differently than me. He grew up hunting. And so he's a gun enthusiast. And Howard was just like, I don't get it. And I'm like, how do you still not get it? If you like and respect someone and you want to know why they think differently, like, why wouldn't you get to know them instead of just being like, oh, you obviously are racist and misogynist. And
Right,
that's it. It's
right.
Tom something? Let me find out.
Zach De La Rocha.
No, it's not him.
Okay, because he's Rage Against the Machine. I thought
Maybe this is...
it might have been a different guy, or I'm totally wrong, but I was pretty sure that he was extreme, like left.
No,
like
I think
the
you're right because I know during the
irony.
vaccine time... I don't know, who else was in this?
Like the irony of Rage Against the Machine is like pro machine.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I must have the wrong... Who was this guy the lead of then? I might have to come back to it. It's like Tom something.
Well, there's Tom Morello.
That's it, I think.
Who
Tom
is
Morello.
in-
Is he
he's
in
in
Rage?
Rage Against the
Okay.
Machine.
And he's actually a black guy, which I didn't realize. He's very light skinned, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But he's very much like, I like everybody. Like, everybody who's talented, I want to get to know, and I want to know why they think the way they think. And I don't hate
That's
people.
cool.
It's 100% cool. And it was so surprising because Howard Stern was going into it. It's like what we were talking about with the billboard.
Yeah.
Like, as a woman, this has happened to me a million times. Like, when Hillary was running against Trump, and I'd go into a room and they all just assumed I was voting for Hillary, obviously. And so they'd be like, oh my God, Hillary, you know, right? Like, we love her and all this stuff. You just assume. So Howard Stern was assuming, oh, this guy, he's a black guy. He's part of Hollywood. Or
He's
part
gonna
of,
be on my
He's going to be on my
side.
side. We're going to rail against Ted Nugent. And the guy's like, I really like Ted Nugent. And Howard was like, head exploding.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
And it's like, hey, look who's the reasonable one who's actually counterculture. And Howard Stern was supposed to be known for being counterculture. And he's just diving into the leftist ideology you need to survive in Hollywood.
Yeah. Everything goes full circle. And as trite as that sounds, it's really true.
Yep.
Everything, like, you can only stay progressive. You can only progress so far until it becomes regress.
Yeah.
And then you can only stay conservative so far until then that seems progressive.
Yep.
It's weird how they just, it's like
Everything meets up at some point.
at
Like,
some
it
point and
all-
then keeps going.
Yep.
But, and then Mondami, there's not too much to say about him right now because I think we both just like haven't paid attention that much.
Yeah.
But the guy with the
The beret. Curtis Lewa.
Curtis Lewa. I was listening on the way over here in the Uber or in the Lyft. I take Lyft generally because I like the underdog of things. Like I'm going to support the underdog.
I just do whatever's cheaper. I check the price on both and then go with whichever.
That's what I used to do. But my backbone is so solid. I'm like, I just go with the underdog.
Yeah. I need to support them.
It's really out of laziness, but
Usually guys work for both, by the way.
Yeah,
So
I know. Yeah, it
you
doesn't
can't
matter.
actually,
No.
but company-wise,
No.
yes.
But the driver was playing the debate from last night, and I was like, dude, I haven't had my coffee yet. Can you turn it down? I didn't say anything, but it was intense listening to. It was very loud. He was wearing a mask, and so obviously I knew like who he's voting for.
Oh, I thought you meant Mamdani was wearing a mask.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
you've got to be kidding me. Oh, your Uber driver.
He
Okay.
probably was.
That
But my
would be
Uber driver
hilarious.
was. Yeah. And so it's just, I wanted to be like, Mom down, yeah. But I was like, I have a really good rating on there and I don't want to fuck it up. It's like a.
Oh, that'll be the thing that kills you. If you want 1 star, say you're going Cuomo or Sliwa.
Yeah, right. It's like 4.9. But I did want to say, like, Sliwa, like, his answers, not that he was talking as much, but his were just.
He's
they made
super
so much more sense.
common sense.
And this guy was wearing the mask, and I'm going, how do you not? This guy obviously has no common sense.
I don't get it.
He was a young man. He was not a frail old man. I don't know. You never know. Do they have cancer? I don't know. That's why I never can really say anything.
Free stuff sells. When you have a guy telling you you're going to get everything for free and you're a young person, that sells. And then you have another guy talking common sense. Another thing Sliwa said, he goes, the subways are a disaster. And he goes, when my administration, we're all going to take the subway. We're going to be part of this and figure out what is going to make it work.
Right.
Everything he said makes so much sense. And it's so much for the people. Whereas I don't believe anything that Mondami, I always say it wrong, but Mondami says, because he's a guy who grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth that acts like he's for the common people and among the common people. And he's just not. And that's my biggest problem with the left. It's like you don't walk the walk.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They talk the talk and never ever walk the walk.
Yeah.
If they had to walk the walk and the walk was on a like a tightrope.
Yeah.
With alligators 500
they'd be
feet
dead.
below. Yeah.
In a second.
Not one person would make it across the rope. Not one.
Yeah. We should do that.
Yeah,
Let's
we
set that up.
We should.
That
Really
would help
should.
the world.
Please.
Did
Justice.
Cuomo have his nipple piercings on? Do you remember that story?
Yeah. Did he like show someone his nipple piercing?
No,
or
I think you could see it through his shirt, but I don't think it was ever determined whether or not he actually had them. That's a bold move to keep them in and wear them with a very light t-shirt.
It's a huge move. I mean, that's not bold. That's an insane move.
Yeah, that's a crazy person. Which
try-
he is a crazy person. I mean, so I will say this, and then I know we have to go. My dentist was a woman who retired to the Hamptons. So now it's a gay guy who I really love, and his assistant is a Filipino, like middle-aged woman. And I had just come back from DC.
It sounds like a great sitcom
It
setup
does
already.
Yeah, totally. It really does actually. And so, which is funny too, because the assistant always calls the dentist when I'm there because she thinks we're like friends, and I always want to be like, I'm not telling her to call you. I don't mean to bother you in the Hamptons. Like, But anyways, so I had come back from DC. The Filipino woman was like, how is DC? I said, it was great. It really did get cleaned up. And she said, we need some of that in New York, which already surprised me. And I said, the National Guard, you mean? And she was like, yeah. Did it work? And I was like, I think it worked. And then he was coming in at the time she was saying that. And he goes,
Reminder, he's gay.
yes, he's gay. And he goes, oh, it's only going to get worse when Mamdani comes in. Mamdani. And I was so surprised because this is supposed to be his demographic. And I was like, meanwhile, all the middle-aged, like, well-off
people.
white women are the ones who are voting for him because
Yes.
his policies will not affect them. So I was just like, wow, who are you guys voting for? And she said, Sliwa, right? We're all in agreement? And I was like, 100%. I go, he just has to stop wearing that beret. Makes him look crazy, but it is recognizable. So there is maybe hope. I mean, I still don't think he has a chance.
No,
but
he doesn't have a
there's-
chance.
I know.
I'm kind of ready for the Trump takeover if Mamdani does get elected.
Yeah.
I do think that there is going to be some crazy shit because I don't think Trump's going to be cool with that. And that's where, like, obviously, a dictator. But I do think if the city is
Getting into a really bad place. Yeah,
Yeah,
Trump's New
Trump's-
York through and through. He's going to be paying attention.
oh my God, he's not. This is his home. Like,
Yeah.
you don't fuck with his home.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, Mamdani is just not a good guy for the city, I don't think. But we will see.
no, but everyone is brainwashed. So we got to
Everyone's-
vote for
yeah.
the person that they tell us to. So remember, everyone, vote for just whoever the people on TV say to
Get
vote
the little
for.
circles in your eyes.
It's a trance.
All right. Well, that is it for us today.
Yeah, it's a hard wrap up. We
It's a hard wrap up, and we just released our last one late, and so we're not consistent yet, but we're getting there. We're going to be
We will get there.
way more consistent in the future.
Yeah. So rate, subscribe, tell your friends, and
Yep.
send the show to your mother who hates Trump.
yes, and then interact with us. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.